In this video, I'm just going to show a very simple way to make a hiding spot for a firearm with something you can just keep around your house, and nobody would really look into it any further. So this is something that I made for my wife, and I think that I put maybe a total of $25, maybe $30 into it. I used a little bit of scrap wood and a little bit of pine board that I had lying around. And then I got the cast iron handles and just a simple latch at the hardware store. So basically all I did was I started with just making the box and put a clasp on it. I still need to do a couple more things. For instance, I need to put the wire stops on both sides. But so that's the box. Again, this is something I'm still kind of working on, but just to show you exactly what I did for the hidden portion, I made a false bottom, and the bolts are really the handles for taking this out. So I kind of bite my fingernails a lot, so it's hard for me to grab them. If you have longer fingernails, it'd probably be easier, but you can also, just to show you, just use a magnet here. So you can lift them up like that, and if I can go ahead and set this camera down for just a second, I'll set it there. Ta-da! So that's basically it. And what I did was, as you can see, the bolts, I just locked in some nuts around these bolts so that they slide up and down like that, and that is how you grab it to take it out. Again, I probably should have used nicer board on the bottom here, but this is what I did. I just made spacers, and you can probably, if you spend a little bit extra time on this and have the resources, you could probably do this a little bit cleaner, but this originally did not start off as this type of a project, so I kind of improvised. So anyway, that is how I made the hidden handles. And then it was just really a process of sanding around the corners very slowly, or around the sides very slowly until it slid in and out with relative ease. So as you can see, it gives you enough space in this size box, and I believe this is roughly 2 feet by 1 foot. So it gives you enough space to throw in a firearm and a box of ammo, maybe a few other things. If I would have done this a little bit differently, this board right here, I would have used more of these to make more room, more space within the box, because in between here is really all the space that you have. And of course, you can make the box to whatever size that you wanted. So you can see, I can just slide that back in there. And if you throw stuff in on top of this, I don't think that anybody is really going to know the difference. Obviously, looking at it from this angle, you can kind of see that it should go a little bit deeper. But again, if you have stuff, if you keep a bunch of crap in here, nobody's really going to look. And it's really just a simple way of hiding a firearm, or even just regular valuables. If you have some silver or gold or jewelry, this is probably going to be the last place that a thief is going to look. Especially, they're always going to go for the freezer, your sock drawer, whatever. But I'm speaking in very general terms. But anyway, it's just a simple idea, and of course you can improve upon it. But that's what I did, and it was a very, very cheap method to keep something just laying around the house in an ordinary box without really anybody thinking too much about it. So anyway, that's it.